the skin. Your skin is the largest organ of the body. And we don't realize that it's one of the primary modes of elimination through perspiration. Perspiration. Why do we sweat? Does anyone wonder that? Why do we have sweat glands? Why do we pour water out of our bodies? To release, yeah. It's like a ventilation system of our body, right? And it's also a toxin removal system of our body. I want to mention this. Plastics, pesticides, they all have something in common. Hormone disrupting chemicals like that, most of them are water soluble. So they solubilize in water, meaning they can be eliminated out of the body through urination and through perspiration primarily. And you can do that through like an infrared sauna. I have a very specific protocol that I map out in my Holistic Health Mastery program, and it's a niacin flush based protocol that's been used for people that have extreme drug addictions or pharmaceutical toxicity. Like that stuff, we think like you get off it and it's gone. That stuff can stay in your body for 20 years, even if you're on a raw food diet. My friend Dan McDonald, who's a very well-known raw foodist, he's been doing cleansing for 15 years, and he's just like, stuff keeps coming up. He used to do drugs and all that. Stuff just keeps coming up, keeps coming out. You know? It's deep. So infrared sauna is one really powerful method right there. So that's that aspect. And then cucumbers, as far as another food. Cucumbers are very kidney support, they're also very kidney support. I forgot to mention that. But they're very good for the skin because they contain a mineral called silica. Silica is one of the primary skin minerals. It's known as the beauty mineral. It's also specific for connective tissue, but for collagen formation, for your eyes, for your hair, for your nails. By the way, MSM and silica are the two primary beauty minerals, just to put that out there. What else do I have on that list?
Sulfurous root vegetables.
Yeah, what is that sulfurous root vegetable?
Sulfurous root vegetables. They're root vegetables that are very high in sulfur. So again, that's like MSM. Yeah, we're going to talk about those.
Oh, okay.
That's why, yeah. So sulfurous root vegetables would be things like garlic. They would be things like onions, radishes, things that smell like sulfur. That's one of the things with eggs. Eggs are very rich in sulfur. Durian fruit is very rich in sulfur. Sulfur, again, is a very rejuvenative, healing mineral. And so that's one really, really powerful key is just straight up hydration, just water, essentially, right? And then coconut water. Coconut water is the #1 source of any food in electrolytes. Electrolytes are 4 primary minerals: calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium. That's what an electrolyte is. Electrolyte has nothing to do with sugar water purple, or sugar water green, or sugar water red, which is just actually like a red dye, a green dye, a yellow dye, a purple dye, otherwise known as Gatorade, Powerade. That's all that is. Those are dyed sugary water drinks that have nothing to do with electrolytes. It's just you're just putting sugar back into your body. Electrolytes are alkaline minerals that support the electrolytical function of your nervous system, that keep you electrically upright. Your body's run on electricity first and foremost, and it needs certain minerals as conductors for that. And then coconut oil as a moisturizer, as a sun block, which blocks out the UVA, which is the negative part of the UV complex of the sun, and helps you bring in, it filters in the UVB, which is what you need. You need UVB to form hormones. You need it for vitamin D. And if you don't have vitamin D in your body, you're susceptible to over 300 genetic defects. Cancer, Dr. Joseph Mercola came out and said that 90% of cancers can be prevented by adequate vitamin D levels. It's his quote. He knows a few things, right? That's a powerful. Vitamin D has been coming out a lot in cancer, and it's suppressed. The sun is a suppressed technology. I'm really bad. I use that term a lot. You will hear me use that a lot. Suppressed technology. right? The sun is a suppressed technology because there's so much hoopla and so much propaganda by the cosmetic and dermatology institutes, right, that tell you, you don't be under the sun. You're going to get skin cancer. That is such an interesting idea. Has anyone read a history book? Well, actually, don't ever do that. Don't read history books because it's all created by the victors anyways. But what you should do is study history, not necessarily his story, but history, right? And look at like all the longest living people in the world. It's like, wow, okay, how interesting. What is the prevalence of cancer? And what are they doing? They don't live in these weird little insulated black mold filled boxes. They're naturally in the elements, and they're under the sun all the time. This is something I realized when I started becoming a raw foodist. I had a really powerful aha moment that broke all the paradigms, all the programs that broke it out of me. I realized, wait a minute, I'm not getting sunburned. When you get into raw food, you start to naturally gravitate back to the land. You gravitate naturally to the sun. You stop wearing shoes. Even if I don't tell you about it, it just happens naturally. You go to parks more. You go to the beach more. And I was doing that, and I noticed, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm not getting sunburned. And before, I was getting sunburnt a lot. I'm like, whoa, I can be under the sun as much as I want. So I started to think to myself, I'm like, this is interesting. So maybe it's not that the sun causes cancer. Maybe it's what's cooking in me and on me that causes skin cancer. Maybe? Just maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Aloe vera and noni fruit, these are extremely powerful. Digestively, these are the two most powerful therapeutic digestive aids in the world, in my opinion. Both of these will be individual topics tomorrow. But therapeutically, topically, if you have like a burn, like you dumped oil on you, like a hot water got dumped on you when you're cooking or something. I had a woman in LA come to me, and she dumped like olive oil on her on accident, like it spilled or something when she was cooking. And she's one of those people too, just like, it wasn't a big surprise when I heard it. But she had this huge like burn. And I was like, okay, here's what you do. Get a bunch of aloe vera, slice that up, get the gel, put it on you, put like honey on you, put propolis on you, put that on you, get a saran wrap, wrap it, and then leave it overnight. And like she did this for 2 days, and then she showed me, and it was like 60% better. I was like, whoa, okay, that's powerful. If you can, at any point, noni or aloe vera baths, blending up all that gel. If you have a foot issue or something, do a little foot bath. Or if you can possibly get that much of it sometime, just like jump in. Like your skin will be like a baby's skin.
What does it smell like?
Who cares? You do that by yourself. Yeah, just like garlic. Like you do it therapeutically. You're not. Yeah, it's antisocial for sure. You don't do it before you go to work. Actually, I mean, you probably with this smell fine. You take a shower eventually. Right? But it's like, it heals your skin so quickly when you submerge yourself into it. You can even do that here with some of the noni. Grab some of the noni, mash it up, and then just do it on your face.
We all do it together.
Absolutely. Totally, yeah, why not? That's what you do with it. And it's powerful. Olives and olive oil, incredibly therapeutic oil you can use topically. Ingested, it lubricates the organ system, the liver, helps your liver filter out and regenerate itself. That's why liver, gallbladder flushes almost universally use shots of olive oil to restore bile flow. Avocados, again, these like, I'm picking like coconuts, olives, avocado, very fatty fruits. The oils of those fruits are very powerful for the skin from an internal perspective. What you eat reveals itself topically, right? And then skin brushing. Who here skin brushes? Okay, so when you skin brush, make sure you don't do it downward. Your lymphatic system moves unidirectionally, meaning it only goes up. That's one of the points of skin brushing, is that you're brushing upward because you're increasing lymphatic circulation. Your lymphatic system is basically your sewage system, it's your garbage system, and your police system. It dictates a huge degree of your immune function, and it also soaks up all the waste out of your blood and gets rid of it, right? And it's right underneath your skin, like the epidermal layers of your skin. It's right underneath it, so it helps to push stuff out as well. So if you have lymphatic stagnation, it's basically going to create circulatory cloggage, for layman's terms. So skin brushing, also because you have a bunch of dead skin on your body. Every day, you're like a snake shedding skin. When you're in a room, an unventilated room, you see all this like dust floating around. You know what that is? That's skin particles, dead skin particles that bind with the ions of the ions or electrons that are present in the air. That's why you open your window. You gotta filter that stuff out. Otherwise, you're just in like a skin gas chamber.
So gross.
It's almost like our quest for hygiene is totally like sabotaged by trying to live in like a human zoo. It's like if actually we just lived like something like this, we'd be far better off in every aspect. Okay, we got one more.